Hello, it is me. Who am I? I am Nefertiti, and this is. I'm sorry, y'all. We just got to eating some chips, and it's still in my mouth. But this is how I'm choosing to show up on this channel. Um, with the title of like Brainwaves Radio until I am in a position where I feel like I can um bring it back as like an official podcast. I do have mics right now. I'm just not using them because I think that this is the most authentic and raw way that I want to show up. And that is kind of the point of the reason why I decided to start Brainwaves Radio on this channel. Um, just a quick update before I get into the overarching topic, which I might just segue deep, just like a steady stream of consciousness straight to the topic. So, yeah. Basically, I've been, life has been good so far. I've had a couple bumps in the road where I feel like I'm hitting, is it the glass ceiling? I'm hitting the glass ceiling and I'm just like not showing up as my best self in certain ways, and I'm allowing certain things to trigger me, and I'm just like, I'm being half good to myself. I'm being more good to myself than I was a year ago or even 2 months ago. I'm being a lot more good to myself, a lot better. However, there's still just like this glass ceiling that I keep hitting, and it's very confusing. And I think that today I got a little bit of clarity, which is fucking great because I'm gonna say this over and over again. I'm an Aquarius. I thrive off of clarity, and it's almost to a fault where it's just like I make my Aries rising makes me very chaotic and very. The only way I can describe it as fuck around and find out. And when I do these things where I have to fuck around and find out, I'm seeking so much clarity through the fucking around and finding out, but I can't stop myself from fucking around and finding out. And it's like the parts that do provide me clarity, I understand that maybe I should not be doing this, but I'm in too deep that I have to fuck around and find the fuck out. Even through the clarity, it's like I'm searching for further clarity because that can't be it, you know? And in reality, bitch, it really is it. It's it. Please stop hurting yourself. Please stop allowing other people to hurt you. Please stop going around the merry-go-round multiple times for no fucking reason. You don't need that much character development, but I insist, and that's my fault. And I I want to sit up here and say I accept that about myself, but I don't think I accept that about myself. At least not yet. I'm learning to accept that about myself, but I'm also learning how to hold myself accountable when it comes to my self harm to myself, which also brings a lot of questions. And again, like that hitting that glass ceiling when it comes to that, because it's like, bitch, you spent so much of your life trying to control, trying to be textbook good person. And even with you trying to be textbook good person, you still make mistakes. There's still a shadow side of you, and it's hard to accept it. And then when I do accept it and I do allow myself to go off the rails, it's like you can harm yourself even more with this behavior. But I'm in too deep that I can't fucking stop. it feels like I can't stop. It's like, not that I think that I'm a bad person, because I know that I'm not a bad person. And I know that I come from a very genuine place. It's just like certain things, certain shadowy parts of myself come with a lot of shame and a lot of guilt. And the idea that I have to eradicate these things instead of working with those things is something that I'm still working on. And it is also a new revelation for me of just like accepting that my shadow self is still a part of myself, and it's still a part of myself that I need to explore. It's nothing to be ashamed of. And also, how do I put this? I don't know. Like, it's nothing to be ashamed of. However, my shadow self is trying to teach me something. What is it trying to teach me? And then it's like this hamster wheel of trying to figure out, what am I trying to teach myself? Who am I? Which brings us into the bigger topic here. In this moment, I feel like I'm afraid of the person that I'm becoming. Now let me clarify. And maybe I'm not afraid. No, we're going to leave that. I'm afraid of the person I'm becoming because of how many times I've had to seemingly abandon myself for other people. And that's scary. That's scary to figure out who you are and then suddenly have to change it. And it's scary to see myself change and evolve into something different, new, and maybe not even different. Just, I guess, the evolved. Like, sometimes I have to accept the fact that, I'm just going to use this as an example. The me with piercings was, with all the piercings in my face, future me, insert pictures of this. That person is different from who I am today. And that person was on a different trajectory than the trajectory that I'm on today. However, however, it's disheartening to know that say it. That person that I was with all those piercings had these dreams of becoming like a stylist and like a a um a fashion designer, a model, social media influencer, whatever the fuck. And the person that I am today is questioning all of that shit. Like, yeah, I love clothes, I love fashion, I'll always love it. I'm also one hell of a stylist, I'll always be that. And I always want to incorporate fashion, beauty, glamour into every single thing that I do in my life, because that is who I am at my core. However, that trajectory is not, that vision is not the same as this vision. Having my own clothing line and, like being a celebrity stylist, that vision is not in alignment with this vision. And it's something that I don't want to let go. I don't want to let go of that. I don't want to let go of the girl who wanted so badly to be that person. And I'm struggling with that. And with me recognizing that I'm struggling with that, I'm realizing that I'm struggling with a lot more than just that. I'm struggling with lust, which has always been a struggle for me. I'm struggling with my own self-esteem of who I am. Like I'm like it's like, and that's the glass ceiling. Pushing past that, like knowing what I need to do to get to the next level and self-sabotaging myself, I'm not getting there. Like I said I was gonna delete all my social media. I've said it multiple times. I said I was gonna like delete all the social media apps off my phone and just take time the month of April to just sit with myself and just like come up with new routines and really get into who I am and move into a space where I can better serve my community. And in some ways I have come up with more structure in my day to day, but I have not fully given up the social media. And even with that the social media shit is triggering me, which is why I'm trying to like pull away so that I can get back into who I am. But it's like that hit of dopamine. Like I'm only fucking human, and I keep telling myself maybe you're doing too much too soon, but then I use that as an excuse and a reason why I can continue to do self-sabotage behaviors like sleep with people that I'm not supposed to be sleeping with. And I know damn well have nothing. Like, I love putting my hand on that stove. It's hot on the bottom, bitch. It is hot on the motherfucking bottom. And everybody keeps telling me it's hot on the bottom. And I just gotta go see how hot it is for myself. Because that's who I am. That's the shadow part of me. And it's like, it's like the yin yang. You know, it's like, it's shadowy, but it's light because it's my curiosity. But am I curious about the wrong things? And am I asking too many fucking questions? I'll never know the fucking answer for every fucking thing, but I have all of the fucking questions in the motherfucking world. How do I navigate this shit? How? Do I navigate it by listening to all the podcasts and reading all the books and having this understanding? But I strongly, firmly believe that you will not get shit through to yourself unless you actually live it out. Which brings me to like religion and great books and just like things like that, because I feel like it's a guide to how you are supposed to live your life in a sense, but we are all human. Like I feel like our life stories are our Bible, if that makes sense. Like we got this book which I've been reading, and I'm taking it and I'm reading it and I'm like, these are these people's stories and the lessons that they learned with this divine guidance, right? And the divine guidance is also a person or being who has lived and who has made all of these mistakes, and the only thing that they can do for real is tell you to trust what I say because I've experienced it. But it's in our nature to be rebellious as humans, to fuck around and find out. But I don't want to fuck around and find out the wrong shit. But that might be in my story. That might be in my legend. One of my greatest fears is to never evolve into my best self because I keep hitting the glass ceiling, because I'm not willing to push myself to get past certain things. And I'm feeling stuck because I have not pushed myself past this level, and I know what to do. I know what to do. I just feel like, what's the point? I know what the point is. I know what the point is. But I'm also, what's the point? Do it scared, they say. I've been doing it scared. Am I not doing enough? And then what the fuck is enough if I'm not doing enough? And I know nobody has the fucking answers. Only I have the answer. Only God has the answers. Only the universe, only spirit, only divine has the answers. So if you know what to do, then why don't you just do it? Because it's not that hard. I mean, it's not that. It's hard. It's harder when you've been doing the same thing for so many fucking years and you have to unlearn it and you don't want to let it go because you're afraid of the person that you are going to become if you let it go. That person isn't even so scary. I'm afraid of the shame and the guilt and the judgment that I'll put on my past selves because I've evolved into something else, and I can feel that shame and as the person that I am today. I feel it. It's like a heavy weight on my existence. It's like I'm screaming and nobody can fucking hear me. I'm being swallowed by myself. Do I let myself consume myself? I don't fucking know. I don't fucking know. But again, there is me, the part of the part of me that has grown to trust my intuition and listen to myself. As soon as I ask a question out loud, I get the answer in my head. Yes, allow yourself to consume yourself and see what happens. That is the deepest surrender. It's to allow the evolved me to consume the me that I am today. How do you surrender? How? Just stop? Just stop? Stop my addiction cold turkey? Am I giving it a power by calling it an addiction? What is it? Is it lust? Yes. Is it gluttony? Yes. Am I insatiable? Yes. Can I blame myself? No. Is it my fault? Partially. With all that being said, though, I am very much so proud of myself for getting to the point in which I can name things. I've grown so much. I've grown so much. Nobody can tell me how much I fucking grown, bitch, because I've fucking grown so fucking much. Me, 2020, 2021, 2022, even 2023, damn near, bitch. What is 2025? Bitch, who can say these things? Who can acknowledge? Not me. I couldn't talk like this. I couldn't get here. I couldn't recognize when I'm acting out of shadow. I couldn't recognize that when I'm tired, that's when the most shadowy parts of myself come out. The part of me that does not listen when people are talking to me. The part of me that hears someone tell a story and automatically looks for things in their life to be able to regurgitate so that they can understand and I understand what they're talking about. But even when I'm doing that, I am taking away from somebody else's attempt to share with me instead of allowing them to share. I do that when I'm tired. I do that when I'm unfocused, when I'm burnt out. I talk over people. I'm louder. I'm insatiable. I'm lazy, groggy, inconsiderate. Self-absorbed. Gossipy. Confused. Hazy. Same thing. Unable to articulate myself. Unable to show up for others. unwilling to show up for others. I curse more. Things feel harder and harder to do. I'm sleepy. I'm exhausted. I want to kill myself. I scroll on social media. I post stupid shit. I overthink, underthink. And I accept. I accept. And I'm able to voice that. I'm able to, I'm proud of myself for this too. Me and my roommate, I felt like my roommate had like, I thought, feelings are a fact. Feelings are a fact. I felt like my roommate was upset at me for some reason. And then I texted them and I'm like, yo, like, you mad at me? Question mark, question mark, question mark. And then they were like, no. And I was like, because at first I wasn't going to send that message. I'm like, girl, you tweaking. But also, like, sometimes my shadow self needs somebody to be like, yo, like, I'm not angry with you. Like, my shadow self needs so much fucking clarity. Needs it. Feeds off of it. Again, I told you, it's insatiable. I'm insatiable sometimes. Most times. All the time. But, like, I need clarity. Because my brain is so fried. It's everywhere. I think that everybody fucking hates me. I'm scared that I'm going to lose people, but I don't have the capacity for the people that I don't want to lose. I'm easily triggered. Very easily triggered. I start to have negative self-thought. Is it negative self-thoughts? I think so. Negative self-talk. Whatever the fuck. I start to do that shit. And sometimes it's easier if you just like, yo, like, my nigga, like, are you mad at me? Because my brain is telling me that you're mad at me. And I need you to just clarify that you're not mad at me. So I can know that I'm not a terrible fucking human being. And people fucking hate me. Because I don't feel like myself right now. And I'm understanding that it's because I am tired. Because I've been giving so much of my cup to other people. I didn't have anything to give to myself. So here I am acting off of default mode because I didn't have enough in my cup to give to me. So, clarity, please. That's where I've been. And we shall see where I go. I've been, yeah, I deleted Twitter. Normally I'll like delete Instagram and keep Twitter because I barely get on Twitter. But since I've, you know, been feeling how I've expressed in this before, 4 on the clock, I have been binging Twitter and getting those hits of dopamine from Twitter and logging in on Instagram on my computer so I can talk to the guy that I've been in relation with, and and like it's just getting the hit of dopamine from that. But I need to do the thing for me. I'll give you guys an update next time. Maybe. I don't know. We shall see. Until then, wishing you love, peace, adornment, and glamour. XOXO Martin. Or should I change that? I feel like I've evolved. Maybe we'll change it next time.